We're finding out in video games, and today's To Play or Not to Play, we are playing Adventures of a Cat in Space. That's
because if you wanted to be a cat in space, I guess.
Well, right now, just about anybody can go to space, is what I'm gathering. We're sending people to space all the time.
Oh my God.
They're not even doing anything when they get there. They just go there and come right back. So
come back.
I'm thinking, like, now that people are just kind of going to space, why not a cat? I would say at this point, we should just be sending all kinds of animals to space. They'll probably do more with it than we have so far. But that's just my thought. All right, so this cat is... There's apparently a rocket ship outside of its house.
And another cat. Wait, was that the same cat or a different cat?
No, I'm pretty sure that's the same cat. He ran out of the house. There's a random rocket ship that's sitting there. He's chasing a mouse into it. So far, this is all very plausible. I'm looking at this. This is most likely... a real...
Wait a
so
sec,
this is a point-and-click adventure game. This is what this looks like. All right, so you don't control the cat, you control the... Well, I was going to say the mouse, but you don't actually control the mouse either. You control the arrow, what we consider a mouse, but since there is a real mouse, it's confusing to say you control the mouse.
This is weird.
So you clicked on the mouse and it made the cat jump.
I clicked on the mouse, and the mouse just moved.
Okay, and then the cat tried to attack the mouse, and now...
And now the cat made it go. Did you notice the fish?
I did notice the fish briefly.
Why is there a fish inside of...
I'm prepared for just about any possibility right now. But
I wonder if they've ever brought a fish to space.
So now I'm not sure what the fish would be able to do for us that it can't do down here on Earth, but that's just my thoughts. All right, so we are a cat. We are floating in space. I'm guessing
we're getting... And this is the computer that's, like... controlling the spaceship?
Yes, it appears that the computer's very disappointed with this, and now the cat is... there's the fish. It's now upside down because...
Yeah, I was going to say, why is the fish upside down?
All right, so you have to...
So can I just click on anything?
I guess so. So when you click is...
Does he just go wherever I click?
Following the direction, so... I guess you need to find...
Do you see it light up?
Maybe that lever right there. I would try that lever. No, that is definitely not it.
Okay, so...
All right, so go ahead and try the...
No,
it's not the lever. No, it wants you to get an apple. Well, I don't...
Why am I going to the
I have no idea what the apple has to do with it. Well, I guess
kind of weird.
If you think about it, like Apple, they do have a lot to do with technology, so Apple in space makes sense. Okay, all right, so you need to make a multicolored worm, and that equals an apple. I'm not really sure of this equation right now. I didn't learn this one in school.
Do I do the color pattern, maybe? Yes.
I guess so. It is. So if you match the color pattern on the worm, then it will give you an apple?
This is kind of a weird game.
So far...
now we're
and that
upside
made the gravity correct.
Okay.
Right.
This is kind of
That's
weird.
Fine. So far, I feel like this game is absolutely...
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
What I expected from a game called Adventures of Cat in Space. He wants to eat the fish.
To eat the fish.
This is rated E for everyone, right? We're not actually going to eat the fish.
That's
a sign that clearly says no cats, specifically this cat that is on it.
Okay, so what do we do now?
What did the computer say you're supposed to do?
I don't know.
Go out the door.
You can't go out the... Wait, maybe you can.
You have to push the green button first.
Okay. I don't like that I have to control it with, like, the weird mouse. It's like...
Well, I mean, it makes me think of, like, a Sims game or something where you just click on things and it goes and it does whatever you want it to.
Whatever.
I guess you're clicking what floor you want to go on. I'm not thrilled with what we're seeing right now for the cat.
It's really high.
I don't want to see
Aren't
its
we
butt.
already really high because we're in space?
I guess technically, but height is relative when you're on a spaceship.
Wait,
apparently.
He doesn't want to go to the second floor?
I guess that's no. That's a big no.
Because it didn't do anything.
All right, so now we're making progress. We're on the disco floor, I guess. Who made this spaceship? It has very arbitrary controls. In order to go places, you absolutely have to match worm shapes to make apples.
Wait, was I supposed to open the door the whole time?
Possibly, I guess. Are you going to go right back out? Well, you went right back out where you were. All right.
Okay.
So now you have to
Okay,
push the green
let's-
button again.
let's try
no,
this
No,
again.
it just goes. All right, so let's try the second floor because he thought that floor was too high. And
Okay,
here we
and
go.
this time I need to actually open the door.
That would be
you would
great.
think with an elevator the door would just open. Okay.
Well, you know, this
if you
obviously
can
isn't.
read this, your navigation unit is missing.
Oh, great. Well, I mean, at least someone was thoughtful enough,
To tell us?
well, to build a sign just in case something was missing.
This makes me feel like it should be like a computer game.
Well, it probably was a
versus
computer
a-
point and click adventure
So
at one
I need
point.
a key.
I
So
would
it's telling
assume.
me
I
things
didn't do a
need
lot
to
of
find.
research on this one. Clearly.
So I need to find a navigation unit.
Yes, and you need to make a red light bulb.
So I
apparently.
have to take this light bulb out, but I need a key.
All right. Well, is there anywhere? Bless you.
Excuse me. Okay, well I guess
Don't
we're
go
leaving.
back. Do we need?
There's
can we
nothing
go back
here.
in the elevator?
There's
All
nothing
right.
here.
I guess go up to
so
the
let's
third
go
floor.
to the floor that was too
not.
high. So is this like a puzzle game?
I mean,
Where I have to, like,
it's a point and
find-
click adventure, I guess.
Oh,
So
it's
yep,
really
so
high.
we can go
Oh.
in here, and
Okay, so wait, I needed
there's
a key.
cobwebs, paint,
What's this?
a box for a cat to climb into because that's exactly what would really happen.
It really would. Our
If-
cats climb in it all the time.
So you can touch the paint.
I don't know. I'm really.
There's so is the cat. The cat's confused too. All right,
there's
there
a
we go.
key.
Key. All right.
We found something.
So far, this is going
To
in
use
really,
an object
really
you're
well
carrying, drag it.
from
Okay.
your paw. All right, so now
So
you're-
we're also missing a navigation unit too.
well, maybe you need to do the key thing first.
All right, let's do the key.
So you have
So I have a key.
you have a
We're
key.
gonna go
It's in
forward
it's in
to-
your little cat paw right there. I feel like this is something that like even a little one could probably do, provided they can read the instructions. Seems fairly so. I'm assuming maybe you have to paint
No, I
the
have
light
to. Like,
bulb once you
Oh.
get it out and paint it red.
wait,
I don't know. I'm
wait,
just
oh, no.
guessing with the things you already found.
Did I do it right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now you have the light bulb. Now maybe go.
Do you want me to go
It
paint
wants
it?
well, it says red, and there was
Okay,
red
let's
paint. So
try.
it's
Let's just
just
see.
a guess. Is in order for this thing to operate, it
All right, let's
needs
try
a
it.
red.
Well, because it showed his paw going in the red paint too, so.
Yeah, but then he didn't want to do that. So I'm thinking maybe we dunk the light bulb, which you're still carrying in your paw, into the red paint, and now we have a red light bulb because that's
Okay.
how
Okay, let's look at you.
That's how
That's how you turn a light bulb red, apparently.
I am apparently more prepared to go to space than a lot of people that have gone to space recently.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I would have figured that out
That's
on my own.
That's not great. All right, so let's drop this red light bulb in here and
Okay, let's
see if that solves all our problems.
go. Okay.
And then you probably have to.
Okay, so it's like.
All right, and there we go. We have solved our first real puzzle. Well,
Your
this,
distress will now be sent.
this seems fine, and we'll
It's a
probably
little puzzle game.
call it a wrap up here on this one. The only downside is I was kind of excited about the whole like we're a cat in space, but I feel like we could be literally anything in space right now. The game wouldn't be much different.
Just
Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe now that we have the cat's ability to really freak out about what's happening. Now,
the
this
chances
game's
of
picking up.
survival are not good.
well,
I feel like we're getting just to the good stuff now that
now that we're almost 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
So I would say, I mean, if you're into a point and click adventure, I'd probably consider giving this one a play. It seems to have an interesting sense of humor. And if you've ever wanted to send a cat to space, well, there's really not a lot
It's a
of
lot of
games in that
storyline.
genre. But yes,
It
is.
seems like a lot of storyline versus
Well, most point and clicks are going to be, but it seems pretty rudimentary so far in terms of solving the puzzle. So, if you're a fan of sending cats to space, I'm going to give this one he just drank that with his nose. I'm going to give this one a play for someone that is interested in a slightly offbeat point and click adventure. And honestly, most point and click adventures are.
You can't skip any of this, by the way.
Well, who
Like,
would
you
want
have to watch all of
yes,
it.
I definitely wouldn't want to skip any of this. Well, we'll give this one a qualified play if you are into point and click adventures. If you want to just get right into doing things and not listen to the story, this game refuses to accept that. So, Juicy Mouse. Oh, that's not right. That's very not right. All right, we're going to give this one qualified play if you're into the idea of a point and click adventure with an interesting sense of humor, we'll say. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time for our next To Play or Not to Play.